Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bears will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man to the left. At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early.
Go right back to him on first down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll convert on 4th down. Still going. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll send the back in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Sun Devils! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short.
29 Philly.
Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Bears will try to punch it in on first and goal. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. We saw that right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Baylor! This defense making a big
are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as you catch it.
He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
Makes the grab on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Jeffrey. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Caught in the backfield, it's Flowers. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles.
Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. New Mexico handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Albuquerque, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50, 3rd and long on...
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Davis. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They get to him as he throws.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. See if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time on target. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. And the Bears will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the offense trying to take a shot and get aggressive downfield. That's when the defense just has to come up with an opportunity to make the interception in the end zone. Not going to get a lot of chances like that.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Baylor.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The Bears line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Holds it in. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Bears are rolling down the field.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He'll do it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
It's a bit of an interesting choice. You could break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Flowers. Oh, he's got some space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got his man. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Made a defender miss. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Flowers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that through.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Running back searching for a hole. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this.
He's taking the shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He's got it down the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Baylor! Fit it in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it's good, and we're tied in the 4th quarter. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Davis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Pulls it, fired complete. Bulldozes his way through. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. The give to the tailback. There he goes! And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bears will have it 1st and 10.
3:25.
From the gun, give on the inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Coming up, 4th down.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Baylor.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, they block it! Not going to get there as this defense makes a stand. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Jackrabbit.
Back to pass. Right down the middle. He caught it. Touchdown Bears! They strike first here in overtime.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiver group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They know what's at touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, first and 10 again.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
My pulse rate is still through the